Welcome to Independent Voice, where we're transforming journalism with real talk. Here's our weekly news roundup. New efforts in San Francisco, such as opening new temporary shelters for homeless in the Marina and Soma neighborhoods, then shifting people into more stable housing and treatment, are making progress. In a city as wealthy as San Francisco, it's shocking there is a shortage of funds for housing. Every tech millionaire who has exited a company here could donate a percentage of their excess income towards the initiative. We must give back to the city that supports our dreams. Each neighborhood in San Francisco has made a list of homeless, prioritizing those with greatest need. And even so, the lists are too long. What about the people we don't know about who remain anonymous but homeless and need to go into temporary housing? As the Chronicle reports, the city has refreshed the neighborhood street teams who go through high risk neighborhoods in San Francisco to speak with homeless and try to convince them to leave the streets. Many don't want to join a group home or leave their favorite neighborhood. However, as it is often said, it is criminal to leave them on the streets. For me, May Day references are about fertility, but for some, May Day is a day that's been co opted for workers' rights. Demonstrators raised awareness of low income workers, often immigrants, who support our U.S. economy with their labor. Rights are being eroded by businesses trying to be more efficient, and as modernization continues to happen, learning new skills is more important than ever. I admit the news available to us isn't giving me any ideas of how to take action for the greater good. I look at the way my life has changed this year, and it has not changed for the worse or much at all. If I see anything I want to improve or change, I find a way to positively impact it or work around it. I urge viewers who are frustrated to concentrate energies on education and lifelong learning. Anger is a waste unless it motivates. Finding a way through while working within the current systems is always better than burning it down. Seriously, though, will tariffs affect you? The Christian Science Monitor reports that the levies are like a slow motion wave, and when it breaks, people will experience things like higher prices and out of stock items, and that even a major reversal on tariffs may not avert near term shortages since the supply chain has already been disrupted. Some, like Mark Cuban on Blue Sky, write that small towns are likely to be hit hardest, the places with less choice. They likely have one thing in common, that they voted for this. More budget cuts at the federal level of our government are being announced. Instead of government programs for the public, Republicans and other lawmakers like to give the wealthy tax breaks and the choice to use their money for whatever philanthropy they choose, if any at all. If wealthy don't pay their taxes, giving back in some way is essential, as it is a tenet of keeping and generating more wealth, a universal law. Whether it's libraries, education, entertainment programs, or the arts, gaps in funding from the freezes at the federal level have to be filled. Who will the next Andrew Carnegie for libraries be? The next Peggy Guggenheim for the arts? The next billionaire to fund a truly free press that doesn't cater to his business demands? Who will step up? Shout out to all the amazing reporting from these vetted, verified, and fact checked sources of news reporting. Still, as far as we can see, the websites and online presence of traditional news outlets and journalists trained in a traditional way are still mostly the only sources for any real substantiated reporting of news. We're here for giving an independent voice to all through uncensored, decentralized media, however, so be sure to send any new news or who fact check in a bibliography our way. Thank you for watching. Ciao!